Tomorrow night, Governor Doug Burgum will face another pivotal moment in his presidential campaign. We have a team on the ground in Simi Valley, California, where tomorrow night's debate is taking place. That's where Joe Skrzyszewski joins us from with more. Joe?
Yeah, good evening, Justin. In less than 24 hours, 7 candidates will once again be given the opportunity to make their case before the American people as to why they should be the Republican nominee for president. Now, of course, our governor, Doug Burgum, is one of those 7 candidates, and he's going to be joined by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, former Ambassador Nikki Haley, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, Senator Tim Scott, and former Vice President Mike Pence. Former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, who was in last month's debate in Milwaukee, failed to qualify this time around. Earlier this evening, a human rights protest formed outside the entrance of the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library, where tomorrow's debate is taking place. The demonstrators seem to be taking issue with both Republicans and Democrats over recent conflicts overseas, including the current unrest involving the country of Azerbaijan. It remains to be seen, though, if that is going to be addressed in tomorrow's debate. So it's shaping up to be an interesting 24 hours for sure, Justin.
Yeah, Joe, and what's a big topic you expect to be brought up at the debate tomorrow?
Well, for tomorrow's debate, you know, it's being hosted by Fox Business Channel, and we are in Hollywood's backyard. And we found out earlier this evening that that writers' strike is officially over. They signed the contract, but there are now auto worker strikes that are breaking out all across the country. And former President Donald Trump will not be taking part in the debate. Instead, he'll be speaking to a group of auto workers in Detroit during tomorrow's debate. So I suspect that labor issues and labor disputes are going to be a big talking point in tomorrow's debate. Justin?
Joe, thank you so much for that report. We will continue to bring you live coverage of the second Republican presidential primary debate this Wednesday in California. The debate is at 8 p.m. Central on Fox Business Channel. Stuart Varney, Dana Perino, and Laia Calderon will serve as the moderators.